What up, spookigans? Or booligans. I am back in this echoey room. I feel like I'm in the Grand Canyon talking to you guys. It's Jennifer. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of DIY, super last minute, super easy, no-sew Halloween costumes. We got some cute ones, we got some edgy ones, we got some memey ones. It's all in there. If you do like this video, make sure to like it, not just emotionally. And subscribe if you haven't already and you like my videos. Oh, and make sure to turn on the notification bell, because if you do, comment down below, you might be featured a shout out of the week and the end of my next video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first costume that I'm starting out with is the pizza costume. So I got this yellow dress from Forever 21 for like $8. If you can't find a t-shirt dress, just use like a large t-shirt. Next, I'm taking some red felt that I got from the dollar store, and I'm just drawing some circles on it for the pepperoni and cutting all of those out. There's plenty of fish if you wanna keep going. Then I'm just gonna lay them all over the dress. Next, I'm moving on to the mushrooms, which I'm using a white piece of felt for, and I'm just drawing the mushroom shape on that. And if you don't like mushrooms, first of all, we can't be friends. Just kidding, but not really. But just kidding, but not really. But just okay, anyway. Second of all, you can just use another vegetable that you like, or you can just do pepperoni all around. It's all up to you. Next up, I'm moving on to the bell peppers, so I'm using a piece of green felt for that and just cutting up these curved slivers. Now I'm moving on to the sauce portion, so I'm using another piece of red felt and I'm cutting a curvy edge for the bottom, and now I'm taking a piece of tan felt for the crust, and I'm just cutting off a piece of rectangle to fit the bottom that would just cover the sauce. And then I cut off any excess because I wanted these toppings to be temporary, because I still want to be able to use the dress after and not look like a pizza in my everyday life, you know? I'm just using some duct tape to tape everything down. But if you do want it to be permanent and you don't really care about your shirt or dress, just use some hot glue or whatever strong glue that you have. That is the dress. Okay, moving on to the hat. This is optional. I mean, these are all optional. I'm taking this piece of yellow cardstock and I'm rolling it up into a cone shape. If you have a yellow party hat, that would work a lot easier than this. Now I'm taking a piece of leftover pepperoni and I'm just gluing it onto the hat, and I'm also gluing on a bell pepper and a piece of mushroom. So I'm taking a plain headband and I'm just gluing the hat on there. I'm securing it down with lots of hot glue just so it stays in place, and once that is dry, you are finished with the first costume. I'm chasing fire when I'm running after you. You got that something that I never wanna lose. Yeah. It's like I like me better when I'm with you. Okay, so the movie To All the Boys I've Loved Before is now one of my favorite movies of all time. It came out this year, and I love you, Noah Centineo. But so many of you guys tell me that I look like Largey, and first of all, I don't think that I do. But second of all, I was like, let me just make this into a Halloween costume. So there's really no DIY elements in this costume if you can find all of her clothing pieces. But as you can imagine, it's pretty hard to find a pink plaid skirt last minute. So I went to the thrift store. I did find this black and white plaid skirt, and basically what I'm doing is just painting the white spots with some watered down pink acrylic paint. But yeah, I'm just filling up all of the spaces with pink. So after the skirt was dry, I thought it looked pretty good. All you need to wear is obviously the skirt, a pink cardigan, a gray sweater with a white collared shirt inside, some gray tights, and those like black platform shoes that she had. You can also write a little letter or use an envelope just to add a little prop. But yeah, I think this costume turned out really cute. Okay, so the next costume is the iconic Bob Ross. The only DIY element to this costume is the paint palette, because I didn't have a paint palette. To make the paint palette, I just used a piece of cardboard. Then you're just gonna go ahead and cut that out with your scissors. Okay, for the fun part, we're gonna take a variety of different colors of paint. Yeah, just squirt a little and spread it around. That sounds really weird, but cool. Okay, and here is the completed Bob Ross costume. I just got this afro wig from a Halloween store. So I just have my paint palettes, a paintbrush, and I got this blue collared shirt from the thrift store, and just wore some jeans and ear Bob Ross. We love a painting legend.
Come on, baby, let's get spooky. I don't know if it's real, but I want it to be.
Okay, now moving on to Betty from Riverdale. I'm recreating a specific outfit from the show because it's kind of like a bughead moment. So I took a piece of yellow felt and a black permanent marker, and I just drew the crown shape on there, and then I just made a thick outline with my black permanent marker. Once I did that, I cut it out with my scissors and placed it on a gray sweater, and to attach it, I just used some safety pins, and then you just have to wear a white collared shirt inside and some jeans and some little booties. Obviously, I am not freaking blonde, so this would work better if you were blonde. And yeah, I just thought this was super last minute and easy. Oh, and obviously, don't forget the high ponytail. Okay, so the last one is also very iconic. It's also from Riverdale. It's a Southside Serpent's costume. I searched up online and the Southside Serpent's jacket is like at least $100, and I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna pay that for a Halloween costume. You know what, I'm just gonna make this myself. So what I did was I printed out the Southside Serpent's logo. I'll link this one down below. I made it like black and white and kind of like lighter so that I can color it in, which is what I'm doing here. I'm using all the same colors as the original logo. And the reason why I did this was because my color printer was broken. I love good timing. Okay, once I finished coloring, I'm just gonna cut that out with my scissors. Okay, so when I was thinking about how to actually put this onto the jacket, I was thinking, should I do transfer paper? Should I just stick the paper onto the jacket? And then I had a genius moment. So I'm basically gonna make a sticker. So I'm using this clear packaging tape and I'm sticking it onto the paper so that it goes over the edge of the paper. And after I was finished with that, I just took my scissors and I cut a border of tape around the logo, and it kind of looks like I'm cutting air right now because you can't really see the tape. Okay, once the sticker is cut out, I'm gonna take a leather jacket that I got from the thrift store. This one was actually kind of like broken and torn, which is perfect for a Southside Serpent's costume. I'm gonna take my stickers and just stick it onto the back of the jacket. Once you've stuck it on, you're finished with the costume. I think the jacket looks so good. Looks pretty legit. It literally cost me like $9. For the rest of the costume, I just wore all black. I think Jughead would be very proud. Also, I have so many questions about Riverdale. It just turned into a show that I'm like so confused about. Okay, here's my little rant about Riverdale that nobody asked for, but season 1 was good, okay? Then season 2 just got so confusing and I was like, what is going on? Season 3 just came out and I was like, okay, I hope this actually makes sense this season. Spoiler alert, it still doesn't make sense. And I'm not gonna go any further before offending anyone, so But I also can't deny that a lot of iconic costumes came out of this show, like the Southside Serpent's costume. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do end up trying any of these out, make sure to tweet me or Instagram me a picture. Oh, shout out of the week is right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!